Hi, Capricorn. Welcome to your life purpose and career reading for the year 2022 to 223. So, this is going to be starting around January, but if you're watching this before then, take the energy as it comes right now. Okay, so let's get started. I've already pre shuffled since I'm using more decks, and just so you receive the message quickly and also just more simply. So your tarot overviewing the spread, overseeing the spread, is the Four of Cups. Okay, so what does this represent for you in 222? The four, it matches your element, which is earth, okay? And this is a very stable, structured, and organized energy, okay? Because that's what the four symbolizes. The four is all about discipline, reliability. And this is the energy you will bring forth more in the next year. So it could be laying more bricks to your business or maybe to your foundation, your money situation. It's a very strong and sturdy number, the four, okay? It's all about stability. And the Four of Cups now, because this is emotions, right? So you're trying to balance between what will bring you success, with your finances, but that's also emotionally fulfilling because Cups is emotions. And the Four of Cups as an energy, it's, you could be somewhat feeling dissatisfied or bored up until now, or maybe you're just wondering what to do next. I feel like there's going to be opportunities presented to you, but you feel like something might be missing, that there could be more that you can do, or there's something bigger for you out there. This energy could come up like a quite depressing energy, but not saying that you're going to be depressed in 222, but it's just a feeling of, what is it that I like? It's kind of like, okay, been there, done that. What else is new type of energy? Or maybe you're just feeling a little bored and not challenged in the past or in your current work. And you're really thinking about, what do I really want? Why do I feel so jaded? And it's normal to feel like this because a lot of the right now in the past, like since 220, there's been a bit of that energy where people are a little uncertain and afraid of the unknown and how's the world changing, because it's been changing since 220 and we don't know what's going to happen, right? There's all these rules all of a sudden. Things are changing. We could sense it. So yeah, you might be picking up a little bit of the collective energy. You're trying to predict also what's going to happen so you could lay your best foot forward and see which direction you could take. So that's a good energy in 222 to kind of reflect and take it easy and not to feel rushed that you have to make a decision right away. Okay. But it's also saying, be in the moment, be present, and do be open to opportunities. Don't close yourself off too much because there could be something that's being presented to you that, you don't want to miss. And you could be focused too much on, well, the good old days and the past was so much better. So try not to focus of the past. This is also a nostalgic energy. And be in the present. Focus on things that bring you some joy right now and being grateful for what is it that you do have instead of what's lost, okay? And work with that. As career opportunities, the Four of Cups can symbolize administrative work. It could be this person's usually showing a cup. It could be some of you might be getting part time, like maybe a bartender or barista kind of job. That's one thing that I'm getting. What else is here? Yeah, and because this person usually in the cups, they're somewhat melancholic or they're a little bit of depression. You could be working with people who are a bit down during this time. So you could even be like a counselor of some sort. Okay, so The 4 represents administrative work. It's also a helper of some sort, helping or being giving a hand to someone maybe less fortunate. Okay, and again, this doesn't have to be you're getting paid for this type of work. You could be doing this as an energy. This is still a part of your life purpose. So whenever I give these messages, just please be open and sometimes our life purpose, it doesn't involve like making money from it. Well, people can, but it's also what your spirit, your soul came here to do. And it could just be giving a nice, kind advice to someone and changing their life. And you have no idea about that, okay? So it could be something totally simple. Um, so spirit uses us in many different ways. So if you're not sure, ask spirit, how can I be of service? Really take the time to pray and meditate, and the answer will come to you. All right, let's see the oracle. I don't know why, but I had a feeling this card might come out for you. I was like thinking about it when I was shuffling. The Justice card. Okay, your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. So, yeah, giving your hand to assist another person. So, the justice industries, it could be like something in legal work, police foundations, social justice, maybe doing something in community work, mental health, counseling other people. It's all about bringing more balance and harmony to the world, right? So even if it's bringing balance with people's like emotions, if they're in a state of emergency, and it could be like maybe they're in danger in some way and you're stepping in. So careers, some of you could be attracted to some careers that involve bringing law and order. Okay, and it could even be in politics. Maybe some of you might be saying, I've been studying politics the past year. Think I'm pretty good at it. I have some good ideas, so why not get into it, right? um, and this is going to be very healing. It's saying in the future for the planet, you're going to have a very important role to play, okay? Because you are very spiritual, and you are very practical, and you have a good balance of both. And, most Capricorns that I know, they are, even though you're an earth sign, you have this spirituality about you where you do want to see the world become better, and you could be very sensitive in matters when it comes to people suffering, right? So yeah, this has anything to do with, and that's a big purpose, because there's a lot of injustice out there in the world. If, what is it that brings more passion to you? It could be animals that are in danger. It could be children, I could be the environment. So if you're not sure, like, where you want to help, make a list of some things like that you're passionate about, that you love, right? You might really like cats, for example, or something that you get angry about, because your anger can have a message. It could be any past pain that you've experienced or any anger you felt. Those all carry a message for your life purpose. So really pay attention to the signals, the messages your body is giving you, okay? Because that could lead you towards your calling, okay? So that's something very important that you need to know. So another side to the justice energy, okay, something, it could be other careers, could be something like interior decoration, art, bringing more harmony and making things look beautiful within like an aesthetic kind of industry, right? It could be beauty, like makeup. It could be using feng shui to bring more harmony around your environment, okay? Because uh, justice isn't only about like standing up for others. This could even come in for those who are interested in art form and bringing more peace and harmony within people's environment. So you could be helping others how to decorate or clear out their homes or their office space, right? So it could be in an aesthetic kind of sense over here. But overall, I do feel a lot of you, if you're seeking for some sort of justice, if somebody has wronged you in the past, and you're seeking justice and you're looking to uh, make some wrongs right again, okay? Um, and this doesn't have to be like revengeful or anything like that. It's just like karma stepping in. And especially if you're in like a legal situation, I do feel you will get an answer and kind of like a breath of fresh air into 22. Like everything seems like it's sorted out. There's going to be more peace of mind and getting justice. Okay. So the scales will be balanced, and whatever is meant and whatever will be fair, it will happen between to you and another person, or more parties, okay, involved. But the scales will come to balance, so you could have faith there. So let's see another one. Okay, so you might feel right now, you feel a calling that it is time to decide. So make a decision based on your heart's true desires. So there have been many crossroads for people, since 220. So people have decided to leave work. Some people have been laid off. They could have been fired, and they have to make a decision. So you could be a part of that decision making right now. Is ask yourself, what am I passionate about? How do I want to help this world? What do I want to be known for? Those are some big questions. And before you decide, you might want to take a little mental note and take some time to reflect on it to see, how you can be of service in this world, right? You might decide to retire and say, you know what, I'm kind of done and I just want to focus on, being in nature and maybe working on my hobbies, my art, something like that. But overall, it's saying right now, within this year, it's going to be the time to make that decision. Okay, so if you're like confused between a lot of choices, maybe you're not even sure what to do, I would write down a top 10 list of things like that you're passionate about, or maybe who you would want to be in like a lifetime, right? So write them all down and see which one comes up first and say, you know what, I'm going to focus on this one in the next year or maybe the next 3 years. Don't feel that your decision will be permanent, right? Because we're growing as people, and our careers also change as we grow, right? So this could be something that you need to decide right now to focus on, to grow maybe for the next 3 years, right? And maybe you could be very successful in that. So do what you feel, right now as best as you can is good for you right now, okay? And focus on what your intuition is calling you more towards, okay? Some of the biggest success stories were based from someone's like intuition, more from logic at times. People would say, oh, why would you want to do that? That sounds crazy. And for some reason, that person's belief in whatever it is that they were trying to do, it happened, right? So don't doubt yourself. If you feel strongly pulled to something, definitely explore that. Okay. Yeah. So some of you, you have a talent in speaking. Okay. Your skills of oration, it's saying. So this could be like teaching. Some of you would be great at teaching others. So it could be that field is calling to you, or you're maybe in that field. So it's an encouraging sign to continue that. And remember, I mentioned politics. This person looks like they're standing like at a podium of some sort. Oh, what does it say here? Okay, Corey, some name, but I see the angel wings there, and that's like a sign from spirit. For those of you really thinking about it, to stand in a group of people, or it could be that group of people on social media. Maybe you have something you really want to say and you want to bring in some truth, or stand in the light of your own truth by being your own authentic self. You might use social media to get your point across, okay? To start maybe making videos and talking to people. But, these skills could be found in many career paths, but a lot of you, your voice needs to be heard in some way. And you could be using your voice to stand up or express something to another person. Maybe you've been suppressing it for a long time. Okay, so it's like, speak up, I'm hearing, speak up, because this situation is very important to you and it could be important to others as well, right? Because, the more you hide your skills and your gifts or your thoughts, it's kind of like, it's like you're robbing the world almost, like not you personally, but we rob the world of a gift that's like so precious that people could do something with it or like get inspired by, right? So the more you keep quiet, you know it's like the world could really use what it is you have to offer, right? So it'll enrich the world and move it forward in some way. Speaking could be like at workshops, seminars, so it doesn't have to be conventional school setting. You could be doing your own workshops. But it could even be like negotiations, like sales, or anything involving speaking one-on-one with people, or in a public group setting. So there are some examples of some work. So maybe something clicked for some of you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, but if you'd like a personal reading, you could just head to my Etsy page in the About Me section below, and you'll find the reading there and many others. So let's take a look here. Here are some of your skills that you have that you could be using in the coming year. Artistic, adding humor. So you have a funny bone, some of you, like you're going to be doing your work or maybe spreading a message using a touch of humor to connect to others. And humor really uplifts people. It raises their vibration. And that's like, if you're like comedians, oh my God, they have such a big purpose. And people don't realize it, but you actually leave feeling high spirited and much better than what you were feeling before. So if this is you, if you're in comedy, like, put yourself out there a little more, because I feel people could really benefit from this gift that you have. And especially if people have been telling you, hey, you're really funny, you should really write something or write a script or do something about that. So that's very interesting. Or you could even, if you're like writing a book or something, you could be adding humor to capture people's attention. So that's a good trick to do that. Investigative skills. So you're going to be using a lot of investigation skills. Again, like I mentioned before, if you're drawn to police work, there you go. Advancing ideas. So maybe you could be taking ideas and helping them grow a little more. So just like we have a branch and there's little branches growing on that one branch, you could be expanding on other ideas or lack of like ideas, right? There could be some area or industry that could use something, or maybe people could need that this time. And you're really, smart at looking at the details and inventing things and really bringing forth something new, or pushing like an idea using your entrepreneurial skills, right? So this is going to be a big part of your skills that you're going to be using. Yeah, you have two investigative skills. So you're very clever, you're very sharp when it comes to looking at details, analyzing information or numbers. Okay, maybe your work's going to be involving that. It's like, yeah, I'm seeing someone taking like a magnifying glass and just looking at the fine print or reading a fine print of something, but analyzing information. Yeah. So really looking at maybe what other people are saying to analyze between the lines what they mean, right? And maybe reporting on that or writing that. You're like the person that catches, like a detective, right? Or it could be you have reports and you're analyzing numbers and seeing, okay, what are some trends out there? Where is this heading? It could be, I don't know, like even stocks you might be looking at or something like that. But you're going to be using a lot of your analyzing skills, okay? So yeah, you're really good at that. A lot of different careers could involve, analyzing things. So it's a skill that you're meant to use. So what are some keywords around work? Solution is coming up. So any obstacle, any problem that you've had in the past, you will find the solution to that, whether it's trying to figure out what you want to do or cracking the code to something like an aha moment where you're excited to present. Okay. So after a lot of digging and researching, you finally come up with it. Okay. It's finally going to be out in the open. And I just see like someone having like a breath of fresh air and just people excited around. Okay. Maybe in your work or something you discover on your own. Ethics, yeah. So, what are your ethics? What do you value? Make sure that you're not going against any of your ethics, or pay attention to like the company ethics too. I'm hearing like, what are people saying that they stand for, and what are they actually doing? Are they following what they stand for? So, if this is like going against what they're saying, the company or whatever it is you're doing, or anything around ethics, is it ethical? Is it of value to people? Is it going to help people? Or is it endangering others in some way? Is there deception involved? Like, you want to look at all that, okay? And make sure you're following your soul, what you feel is right for you, okay? And it's not like harming anyone. And you want to be aligned with that, because then you won't be happy and moving forward if you're not aligning your soul to your external environment. So just do a little check in on that as the year comes. I hope this is making sense for some of you. I don't know, like someone out there might be needing this. So I feel like I'm like rambling at times, but okay, here we go. Blue collar. So this could be an industry of like people maybe working with their hands in the energy or oil industry. Construction is also blue collar. So some of you watching or listening, definitely you could be working in this industry in like an administrative role, or maybe you're actually, in that position where you're using your hands in the job. Okay, so blue collar is mostly people that work with things, heavy stuff. Like it could be even crafts, like anything working with your hands. It's something physical labor, a lot of it. Maybe even with like buildings. Okay, so this might be ringing a bell for some of you. I feel like I need to grab one more. Yeah, presentation. So that comes in with the skills of using your voice. Okay, how you're going to present yourself, how you want to rebrand yourself, maybe on social media. How is it that other people, you want them to see you? Okay, so you're really going to focus on tweaking your presentation, how you come across to others, and maybe making presentations. So you could be writing scripts and maybe presenting them, or maybe even writing out seminars, or what are those things called in teaching? Oh my God, like a lesson plan, right? So you could be doing more of that. All right. So last but not least, okay, let's see here. Your abundance message. So how can our Capricorns maybe handle their money situation a little better? How can they attract more money and abundance in their life? So you have clean energy food. Okay. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So some people are like with this card, they're like, how does eating better make me get more money, right? So it's like everything, it's all together. It's, taking care of your body is just as important as attracting abundance, because if you're not eating right, and if you're eating like binge eating or grabbing things because you're stressed, you're not really like paying attention what you're putting in your body. You could be drinking too much coffee, eating too much sugars or fats, and it's maybe giving you headaches. It's preventing you from thinking better and getting clear thoughts, right? So obviously, if you're not feeling good, you're just going to feel low energy. You're going to feel sluggish. You're not going to feel motivated. to maybe work or even get ideas, right? So make sure that you're eating clean energy by eating bright colored vegetables, you're drinking water, you're hydrating yourself. This definitely does have an influence on your mood and your energy. And I'm seeing the apple here in the picture. So, apple a day, makes the doctor go away. What's that saying, right? So, I mean, maybe you need to eat more fruit. And apples are very acidic, right? So, I don't know. I know for some blood types they're like better than others, but that's just something I read in a book with health, which I found very interesting. So, it could be that for some of you, you could benefit maybe from eating more apples. Okay. Um, what else here? And I see the little kid in there. So it's also telling me you will de-stress if you spend time, maybe for those who have animals like a cat, spend more time around your animal and play. And I feel like that's going to bring you more energy and also bring you more calmness to your life, more peace. Okay. And it'll help you to think better as well. So overall, though, this is one way. There's something in your diet you might need to adjust in order to bring in more abundance and ideas for more, ways to further your career, your business, or your money. Okay. So I'm wishing you all the best. Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon again. Bye bye.